Is it time to buy or sell Ishares Bitcoin Trust exchange-traded fund? In this video, we are exploring Ishares Bitcoin Trust in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 11th of July, 2025, and we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to keep updated on our latest analyses. You don't want to miss any important updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Take advantage of AI to receive free price predictions and detailed analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 2nd of July, 2025, our system has ranked Ishares Bitcoin Trust as a hold or accumulate, giving it a score of 0. Let's take a look at the exchange-traded fund's performance during this period. During this time, the exchange-traded fund has exceeded our expectations with a gain of approximately 7.67% since we first recommended purchasing Ishares Bitcoin Trust 1 week ago. This translates to an average return of about 1.1% per day since it was listed as hold or accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system anticipates high volatility and risk for the following trading day. Given the latest developments, we are unable to determine the exchange-traded fund's next direction, as it could go either way. The ETF is positioned within a robust and upward trend in the short term, indicating that a further rise is expected. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 21.34% over the next 3 months, with possible returns between 11.11% and 26.38%. In the longer term, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of 58.82%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from 20.23% to 80.92% over the coming year. In practical terms, this would place the future price within a range of $80.81 to $121.59. Our latest daily update for Ishares Bitcoin Trust features the headline, Weaker Technical Forecast for Ishares Bitcoin Trust as ETF Downgraded to Hold Accumulate. The Ishares Bitcoin Trust ETF price increased by 4.2% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 11th of July, 2025, rising from $64.50 to $67.21. It has now gained for 4 consecutive days. It will be interesting to see whether it continues this upward trend or takes a brief pause in the coming days. During the last trading session, the ETF fluctuated 1.45%, ranging from a low of $66.30 to a high of $67.26. The price has risen in 6 out of the last 10 days and is up by 9.93% over the past 2 weeks. Volume decreased on the last day by 2 million shares, with a total of 76 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $5.1 billion. It is worth noting that declining volume amid rising prices can indicate divergence and may serve as an early warning of potential changes in the upcoming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $67.26, while the lowest price reached $28.23. Currently, the price stands 0.07% or $0.450 below the 52-week high of $67.26, which also marks the all-time high for the ETF. Bitcoin has surged to an unprecedented high of $118,000, creating powerful momentum that is driving demand for exchange-traded funds like IBIT. This latest rally is bolstered by significant institutional interest, reflecting a broader trend of corporations adding Bitcoin to their treasuries and lawmakers advancing favorable regulatory measures. As Bitcoin gains recognition as a solid hedge against market volatility and inflation, it is becoming a strategic asset for many investors globally. With exchange-traded funds such as IBIT making Bitcoin accessible to a broader audience, we can expect a potentially strong influx of retail investment. This phenomenon is likely to enhance IBIT's price in the short term, as enthusiasm builds around this digital asset. Moreover, the increasing institutional allocations and a favorable macroeconomic environment point to a reinforcing cycle that could sustain demand over the long term. Currently, as the House gears up for discussions on several pro-crypto bills during Crypto Week, additional regulatory clarity could serve as a positive catalyst for both Bitcoin and its associated exchange-traded funds. the market sentiment appears robust, indicating that IBIT could continue to gain momentum as bullish narratives surrounding Bitcoin persist. Ultimately, the rise of Bitcoin as a mainstream financial asset is likely to foster increased market participation, making IBIT a focal point for investors looking to capitalize on this ongoing digital currency revolution. The following signals have been identified for Ishares Bitcoin Trust. The Ishares Bitcoin Trust ETF holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, providing a positive forecast for the ETF. Additionally, there is a general buy signal stemming from the relationship between these two signals, where the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support is anticipated at the levels of $63.32 and $61.07. A drop below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal emerged from a pivot bottom point on Friday, June 20th, 2025, and since then, the ETF has risen by 14.56%. Further increases are expected until a new top pivot has been established. Moreover, a buy signal is also indicated from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, commonly known as MACD. It is noteworthy that volume decreased during the last trading day, despite rising prices. This creates a divergence between volume and price and may serve as an early warning. Thus, the ETF should be monitored closely. Here are some additional signals you might find intriguing. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a buy signal. Pivots showed a buy signal 15 days ago. Bollinger indicated a buy signal just 1 day ago. The short-term moving average suggested a sell signal 9 days ago. The long-term moving average also indicated a sell signal 9 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages generated a buy signal 10 days ago. When we examine the 12-month chart, we observe the short moving average indicated a sell signal 9 days ago. The long-term moving average showed a buy signal 56 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages produced a buy signal 43 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Ishares Bitcoin Trust. On the downside, the exchange-traded fund finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $61.79 and $59.99. There is an inherent risk when an exchange-traded fund is testing a support level, as a break below this could lead to a decline to the next support level. In this instance, Ishares Bitcoin Trust has support just below today's level at $61.79. If this support is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $59.99 and $58.67. This exchange-traded fund typically trades at a substantial volume, and with minor daily fluctuations, the risk is regarded as low. Over the past day, the fund experienced a movement of 96 cents, equating to 1.45% between its high and low. For the past week, the average daily volatility has been 2.09%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Ishares Bitcoin Trust. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the exchange-traded fund could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might want to enter a position and use volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, Ishares Bitcoin Trust encounters its first support level at $61.79. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $65.09, representing a decrease of 3.15%. This exchange-traded fund experiences low daily fluctuations, which translates to a lower risk profile. Additionally, there is a buy signal stemming from a pivot bottom identified 14 days ago. Is Ishares Bitcoin Trust ETF a good buy? The Ishares Bitcoin Trust presents several positive signals. However, we do not find these sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate. At this time, it should be regarded as a hold candidate, suggesting that investors may choose to hold or accumulate shares while waiting for further developments. Due to minor weaknesses observed in the technical analysis, we have adjusted our evaluation of this ETF from a strong buy to a hold or accumulate recommendation since our last assessment. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Monday, July 14th, we anticipate that Ishares Bitcoin Trust will open lower by 290 cents, starting trading at $66.92. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you agree and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With best regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.